Well, for us now, good evening. The program in the watch now, UDUOTA, would reach now from independent television. See, all the time now they come here, discuss different issues when they happen for inside Nigeria. Yes, many issues don't happen for the few time when they, from the time when we come, when I see us last week till this moment. My name is Mark Ololo, and today we will discuss another very trendy issue. We say everybody would like to pull out. And this evening, I deal with one of our very own HR. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Ima. The people of us are good to know.
Okay, we'll see the expert, one of our person, maybe Hood up or something, Professor Anyide too, he will join us. And I brought Alpha Mohammed too, he will also join us this evening. And we'll look at many issues, particularly when we get to do with the state of the economy of this country, when they get to do with unemployment of youth. So, HR, yes. Now, last week when President Bola Tinubu inaugurated a cabinet, he talked so many things. He can't look at the rate of unemployment. Record shows the unemployment drops more from 5 point something to 4 point something. But even at that, the thing is still high. But he can't give about 8-point agenda on how he won't make all those ministers take work. We'll look at all of those things later, but generally, when you look at those 8-point agenda, what will be your first submission?
Okay, 8-point agenda for government. Now, normal thing for government to say, see what you want to do. The next thing would be government, you get the power, government get the political will, government get the things when you go truly do to make those dreams realizable. Now, dream it be, they be good on paper. What are the points? They plenty, and the one where Nigeria they recall currently. Every government will come must mention poverty alleviation. Every government will come must mention fighting insecurity. Government must talk of restructuring the economy. Government, so it not new.
Just like say recurring
there's a book. Book A, page 1, unit 1. If that government come out, another government carry on, see on that page A, unit 1, now so it be. Waiting we expect make government do, too different from waiting other governments they do since. However, may them get the political will. I always emphasize it. Say you go close your eye, do good for once. Not be say government don't know waiting good do. Then they shy away from it, what people will call shirking your responsibility. If government suppose work and it decide not to work, who you want blame for that one? You don't will blame the populace, you will blame the government in power itself. So when government they put down 8-point agenda, it is a beautiful one. But let us see how it will actually push this thing, make it become waiting Nigeria will celebrate, it will clap for government later.
Okay, the program UDUOTA and original from independent television. As for you, we know they understand that language. UDUOTA means heart of the matter. All right, we want to go one short break. We'll join us shortly. All right, people for us, we salute now for our patience. The program they watch now, UDUOTA. UDUOTA means the heart of the matter. And we don't come here again to discuss one very big issue we get to do with unemployment and the state of the economy of the country. As President Bola Tinubu inaugurating Federal Executive Council last week. Our brother don't join us for us, Professor Anyide. Prof, good evening, sir.
Our people for us. Now, good evening.
When you look at the 8-point of agenda, when say President Tinubu put on board, this my brother don't talk Puma small for inside. Now what you should say it is realizable because over time I saw the year 7-point agenda, 8-point agenda, this one agenda. At the end of the day, where would they? I will see the President Muhammad Buhari just doing come out just now. After all those agenda, I will not see anyone. This one now, how you look at?
Well, we say that the administration is still young, but in spite of the age of the administration, they came on board during the last week of May, and right from that day, we had the kind of agenda, so to speak, that the government will give us. So far, so good. We have seen what we are experiencing. As every other government in the past.
Prof, now me and you start this program.
Okay.
Now the winner.
The government we don't dey take na so then they talk. Say make una no worry. Things go dey better. Things go dey better. We still dey where we dey, and things are not getting better. Except when they are telling us that don't worry, just keep the spirit alive by making sure, say, we cooperate with the government. But with the person where they hungry, and the hunger is no longer, it's not the way the hunger be yesterday that it can't be today. You still they tell us, say, make you the hope, make you the hope. Well, we don't know when the hope go end. But the best thing where this government is supposed to do, at least the one way we don't see for now, for this Nigeria today, there are 3 basic things that are troubling us. Poverty, which has not decreased at all. The number of people where they become poor, they increase every day. Because people where they enjoy, where be middle class before, they withdraw them gradually, join people where they poor. The people where they feel say yes, money still dey small, they drop gradually, join the people where they poor. You know, person where they poor before, at least the people where be middle class, then still they pity them. Uncle, sister, take 2,000 naira, take 500 naira. The one where then they do this charity before, no day again. So the poor don't they go gradually. So what are we trying to say? The level of anger, don't they increase?
Anger.
Now hunger, they bring anger.
Hunger, now they bring anger.
Poverty, they bring hunger. Hunger, they bring anger. So when the anger can't reach a stage, I just pity us.
Our president talks, say, say unemployment day on the high side. Then inflation now don't go like 24%. So, with the speech when he make to the ministers and all those, they put this on people in place, he did ready for this one, he did ready for that one. You not just saying how those number talk, abi you look at like waiting UDUOTA.
Okay, well, make I start from how they see unemployment and hunger. If you say unemployment day on the outside, the question would be, how you tell no? Have you ever wondered? How you tell no say unemployment high? Now because nations of the world, they say unemployment. In USA, for example, around 2019, prior to COVID, their unemployment rate was around 10%. They now said, oh, it is very high. That they fear that the economy might crumble when it was 10%. Now, during the COVID, it rose to about, it can rise, reach 14%. Everybody can shout, say, no, this one, too much. But in Nigeria, according to the MBS, they say the unemployment rate now, it don't reach 42% high, all-time high. Now, what is the implication of this? In USA, there's what they call Bureau of Labor Statistics. And how they get unemployment, there is what they call CPS, Current Population Survey. We don't get. Our last population exercise was in 2005. Till now, no population exercise. We don't even know how many will be. We don't know how many they employ. We don't know how many they not employ. So, if government they say unemployment is high, low and the rest. Now guesswork. Now all of that be because now radio talk. Now be that as people they cry, say that they hungry, they say, oh, these people they don't get work. Yes, they are based on conjectures. Because they say now it's supposed to be based on statistical and empirical studies. Yes. So in America, for example, it gets as they do every month. American government they submit the number of people who get work, the number of people who don't get work, the number of people who need work, the number of people who suppose need work, who don't want work. So for America, they talk of voluntary unemployment and involuntary unemployment. Voluntary unemployment, person will just say, I no want work. They will ask, why you no want work, why you no want work? He say, I hate to work. Voluntary. Involuntary, I be one work no day. Now I no can't get work. Now be that one. Then which one they will come count many Nigerians today? You get many types of unemployment. Time no go permit where we will take the look all of these ones. Like you ask, you can't say no be where we dey. Of course, when you look at the 8-point agenda where government put down now, government say the very first two, he say in go what we call preserve the rule of law. And then he will also protect. He will protect the judiciary, preserve the rule of law, and fight corruption. Corruption and rule of law, they not be made at all. They not get where they agree. When people are corrupt, for example, and the rule of law, allow them make it take effect, corruption will thrive. For Nigeria today, it be like say corruption pays. This is because many people will put their hand for bad thing, will come they get money anyhow, will thief government money. We even say government, will thief people money. They will go out to court. When we talk of rule of law now, they will go to court say, okay, I plea bargain. Now don't hear that one before. Yes. I not do again.
Even the Mayfield currently, we talk about. Now, CBN governor. When
you say rule of law means supremacy of law, and everybody subjected to the tenets of the law. What did the law talk? You don't want to make it happen. Let me say you don't twist the hand of the law. If person come they say plea bargain, you be thief. Now see money where you carry, see agency where say you carry XYZ amount. How will come do it now? So when government come they negotiate, when you are negotiating with, I beg to use this expression, they negotiate with criminals as it were, because person will thief people money na criminal. And if you agree say he really thief, na true criminal. And he supposed to face the law. Now that government they allow make people, they negotiate how many days they will spend for prison, whether they will go prison, how much money they will feel bring come out from the billions when they carry. Government never ready. Until government is ready, we know will say this agenda. I just take two now, the first two. One, it will fight corruption. Two, preservation of the rule of law. Now, if these two they in place and government true meaning every other one, such as it will provide security, it will provide job, there is food security. We talk of food security. What are you actually doing about it? Make I not to take the time. Make I allow Prof. Sit up with.
Prof, the agenda where President put for ground, food security, ending poverty, economic growth, job creation, access to capital, improving security, ease of doing business, before you talk of rule of law and fighting corruption. When you put all of these things together, we will look at, we will start from issue of corruption, no issue of unemployment. You know say, and Nigerians when they watch, now know say, if you go bank, not just only bank for example. If you go bank now for this country, like maybe you are banking with bank A. After like 1 year, everybody when they see for that branch, you know, go see them again. These banks, what do they do these days? They go employ, they'll give all these our children temporary employment, temporary ID card for like 1 year. After that, they push the commerce, they put another one. they will do another one again. So the whole thing is just a continuous process. And now, you even get recently when we say some pharmaceutical companies, some of them, when I go Ghana the other time, I see them. Even one don't even come out recently. They just come out from Nigeria. So when President they talk, say they won't do ease of doing business. Look how these companies come out. Our children, they say they were talking about how they will take for the next 3 years, want to create about 50 million jobs. You know, just those are just way to just make Nigerians clap for them.
Well, you see, the way I see them, the problem we Nigeria get, you get one organism we didn't teach us for biology those days. They call them Hydra. Hydra, now one body like this he gets, but he can't get so many things like ear-like materials for head. Now so Nigerian problem be. So many problems. Anywhere you face, anything you look at in Nigeria today, now problem you see. The way to solve this kind of situation starts from justice. Because the moment you say you establish justice firmly, whether you know the person, you don't know the person, like this CBN governor, where you, my brother, just gave the example. You know, say person don't thief, if person thief money, it's not a matter of, say you can go, come they negotiate out of 100 billion, okay, drop 50 billion. What thing go happen to the remaining 50 billion? Another person go come tomorrow, thief past that one, and tell you, say, now after all, now play bargain.
Yeah, but they say they are constitution.
They say that's
the position they put us there.
You see some of these things that we talk, say this one day constitution, that one day constitution. That is to tell you, say, the major part of our constitutions are faulty. And we are not ready to face the reality. Person thief money, and this is where some of us do have problems with the way we run the society. Look at it from this angle. Person thief 50,000 naira. Take for instance, maybe Uselu market or Oba market. We catch them like this. We will almost burn the person. No be so. Compare that one with person with thief 50 billion naira. Maybe they say this 50 billion naira, take and buy drug for hospital. You go buy fake drug. You can imagine the number of people who go take such fake drug, will go die. They give you money, this 100 billion, take and go construct road. You just do them, wishy-washy. Where you're supposed to put a better bridge, you put patako, you take cement, support them. If at the end of the day, people get accidents, you cannot imagine the number of effects such thing will get. You catch this kind of person, you say, you do plea bargain. The one that they mentioned, the CBN governor, you cannot imagine the number of people will die on account of, let us change currency. Not that people did not have the money to eat, but to access the money, to get the money, was a problem. Many people commit suicide, and here we are. We say, make you they do plea bargain. You know, on the issue of unemployment, there are so many things that have wronged with us that give us problems. Some of them are natural.
Like what?
Like the issue of flood.
Flooding.
Okay. When flooding come, they differentiate between the poor man's house, poor man's farm, big man's house, big man's farm. We know, say, once flood come, it covers the entire surface of the area. By the time you cover the area, person will plant yam, will plant maize, will plant okra, whatever you plant, everything. You don't go with that. I'm coming.
Okay.
That is one area where we did get problem. Then, apart from that, there are also man-made problems. The issue of bandits, the issue of kidnapping, the issue of Boko Haram. All the areas where you have Boko Haram, where you have bandits, majority of them are farmers. Even here in our local environment, where you have people, to go to the farm is a problem. how would there not be unemployment? Because let us look at it from the, let me use people that farm plantain, for instance. You want to go to where you put when you want to harvest your plantain, or when you harvest your plantain, there are people you employ to harvest it for you. There are people, after they harvest it, there are people that will carry it for you. When you get to where you say it's your depot, there are people that will load it into the vehicle. There are drivers or truck owners who will take it to maybe Lagos. Now, if they, at the point of harvest, they now stop the farmer from harvesting, maybe they attack the farmer, you know, you can imagine the number of people who go suffer them. This is where the issue of unemployment is a spiral thing. Okay, but the area where we want me to see talk put now, you know, say this flooding, it get history. Maybe I will put my later, but you know, say this flooding get history. It not be like this before, because before this issue of Nigeria and Cameroon. And dam and this one and that one. You know, that one John, because right now, it bless you only see it done they go. But they still say plenty flood they come, and with the read from people and say Cameroon won't release the water. So you don't believe say if not for that Cameroon water, the flood will not be your issue before. Well, the flood will have still been the issue because there is waiting the scientists nowadays called climate change. The kind of gas, the kind of chemical we God put naturally to protect the earth from the sun, ozone, yes, it don't reduce. And that one they cause ice to melt where you have ice. So that one they increase the volume of water where they pass through the surface of the earth to various places. Now, aside that, you know, when you have this kind of situation, there are so many ways through which technologically we can assess, I mean, we can mitigate this effect. I will give you the example to reduce the effect. Mitigate. Tell them what to mitigate. To reduce the effect, so that we no go dey affected. May I give you the example of Nile, River Nile. You know, you have River Nile in Egypt. It passes across, it runs across other countries, even Kenya, till some other parts of Africa. What they decided to do, what they were telling others to other countries that are at the upper part to do, is to reduce the rate of irrigation. Because as the water they flow, then they do irrigation. When they, what do they call dam? As the water they flow, then they put dam. As they flow, then they put dam. And that dam, they reduce the volume of water where they go to other places. Okay. Now that kind of thing we're supposed to also start to think of. All the areas from Benue to part of Plateau, to part of Kogi, to down to the south. We're supposed to have various dams. And the dams can also be extended by irrigation to supply farmland. These are the things that we can easily do. But suggest them. Not be say our leaders, no, some of them don't know these things. So what will be the issue? The thing will be issue, will be our problem. We say carpenter na him they do the work of bricklayer. Bricklayer na him they do the work of welder. With all due respect to all the people who then don't give ministerial positions, how many of them know you can talk, say, get the idea of waiting they appoint them to do? How many of them? Person will go there education, no go be educationist. Person will go there health, no go be medical doctor, no go be pharmacist. Person will go there in charge of real economy. Person will go there in charge of power, no go be engineer. We go feel understand. So you they take them because let me say what they talk about that win where they say the acting CBA governor and the mechanic. Now you try to talk about now you try to refer to. Well, whether na mechanic, or no mechanic, as long as he get the knowledge. But wetin I dey try to talk be say.
Some people dey say the man of mechanic.
May I tell you one major problem wey we get for this country. Our pikin wey pass school sat, NECO or WAEC, we give am the certificate. We now say the minimum wey you need to rule this country na that school certificate. Pikin wey pass school certificate at the age of 18, at the age of 19, wetin be the idea wey you say e get for head? Wey e fit take direct his own life, talk less of directing the life of the entire community. Such person where society good suppose not to be given the position of councillor. Na this person wey get school cert, na you put for Senate. Now you put for House of Rep, you put am so it can't be governor, it can't be anything. Which idea you will go school, will get certificate, will be psychologist, will be sociologist, will be economist? Which idea you want tell the person that the person will be able to understand you at that level of your education? He go just tell you what you need na money, make I employ you. That is the problem we are having in this country today.
Okay, Aisha.
Yes.
What will be your reaction to some of these points I'm saying?
Exactly. Like, make I take from where Professor stopped just now when he say mechanic, they do bricklayer work, bricklayer they do this one. For economy, now that one that they call underemployment. It's a kind of unemployment, underemployment. People they available, the way they for work. But their hand not reach where they work they, or they don't get who will recommend them, make them to go do that work. Person make am for parable say, if you can't see engineer as air hostess where they serve coffee, you will not ask the person, are you employed? If we ask, such person, an engineer, now for air, you can't they serve people tea where they travel. Is that person employed? The person, of course, is not employed. That one not be employment. That one is underemployment. So for Nigeria today, it got many kinds of employment when government, I will use one go they grapple with. Now wahala it be because virtually everybody, the way our country be now, is unemployed. Apart from them professor now where they teach for university, every other person you go see and say, what do they do? Say, I just manage this one first. That's unemployment, according to BRS. Now, unemployment be that. If you not do what you like to do, you are not employed. Of course, you are just making ends meet. You get much more money where they keep you afloat. So many Nigerians, now that level then be. That is why when we open this discussion, I come they say, where government see data, when they take compute unemployment rate, when they say it gross, it overgross. This is because for America, I will go America again, you go see, they will say, what is the population of those where they work? How many persons they work? How many persons not they work? They will divide them. For Nigeria, how many people they work? People who are supposed to they work for Nigeria now, they even say if you divide population of Nigeria by 3, 1/3 of it no get work. In other words, about 70 million Nigerians are not working under this current dispensation. And when they say unemployment, they are not working because they say, man will say, for make person correct, say, they employed, one, he go dey qualified to work, but one no go dey. He go make himself available for work, but one no go dey. 3, he go dey work, but don't go dey get money. So all of this, then they cause wetin government will refer to as gross unemployment. 70 million Nigerians are not working. In other words, they are not contributing to the economy. What did that one be for the nation? Be say, income tax, where therefore they draw, will come. Government that is even on a mono economy system, everybody depend on oil and its derivations. It will be like say, now, people who are supposed to contribute to the economy, they know they available to do that job. And so government will get wahala in the next future, say if they don't really tackle am. And a part of the 8-point agenda where government put down, government say it go tackle food security. Say it will declare state of emergency on food. Food security, say make food dey available. That should have been a way to generate employment. Now, he also say he go tackle insecurity. So food security and insecurity, they go together. You cannot have food security where a nation is insecure. Until government come up with something, we will make farmers go farm. We will make artisans work. We will make people produce what they will eat. We will make people not depend on importation. When we say we will import everything we will chop for here. So a nation will want grow economically, it will produce more for itself and for export. So that by the time you are getting your earnings, it becomes reserve. Now that one government will just say you go put them for reserve. Person wey hungry, they say now who belle full? Now they think of savings. So now who belle full? Now they think of food when you want keep. So wetin government don put down now for Ministry of Agriculture, for example, we go make food say e surplus for everywhere for Nigeria. Apart from the natural disaster wey Professor talk about just now, this flooding na around the river areas na im go happen. But beyond there, people.
But this flooding too na two ways. You know say before now, flood dey dey for most of those areas. But it's not going to be heavy like this. Now for ask prof.
Yes.
But this issue of open dam. It comes as this recently that it comes as that which is the trend. Every year they must open dam. Every year they must open dam. We too as a country, we know say this now one of the problems. We even look for enemies to even just solve that problem.
Well, government is handling it.
How?
Right now, government they say first now life. Another agenda we see there. He go secure life. Government don't promise say he go secure life of the people and their businesses. That is the fifth point of agenda. Now when you say how, government can't say make them relocate now. Those areas where mandate say flood go appear, make them move. Now if those people don't feel common for there, flood go come, flood go go. You know, will kill too many people. Now food reserve, where government they release now under the name of palliative. It's supposed to be food where government will keep for emergencies. So now government failure, maybe economic policy as it were, government economic policy will not flow well with the people with the effect of subsidy. The reserve when government be get for food now, when for reduce the pain, when go come as a result of this flooding and natural disaster, now they go out so. Government don't release trailers of grain, although we know they see them. Now audio release, now we they hear.
But another area.
I don't know whether you don't see them on the media.
I never see another area when I want to talk. As you they talk about when government say come off for where you dey. You see now two things.
Yes.
I don't go Benue. I don't go some states. We see most of this flooding. I don't go Kogi. The other question be say where government see me they go.
Well, now that one be proactiveness we not dey on the part of.
No,
there's a ministry.
No, wait. No. Before you finish.
There's a ministry.
Now every year this thing they happen. Now they carry the announcement. Move out of this one. Come on for that. Come on for that. Come on for that. Yeah. Where they want go? When I interview one man for Benue, you know what they tell me? He said, "Whether me I know what thing be for man. When me say he go come off for house, go hustle." Come back, go give wife and children. Then the man will come go one primary school. Yes. We can't stay there.
Which one?
Then at the end of the day, the coordinator say take one nodule, take one nodule, take one nodule. So you they say me they come out where you carry me they go. And secondly too, the question other question be say now the thing happened last year. It happened the other year. It happened the other year. It happened the other year.
Yes.
Even till now, no plan say if it happen next year, it get how what you want to. We don't move forward like that.
Well, government be the plan. Let me tell you something. Yes, government be the plan. No, you know, say fowl say in the sweat. Then I fed and know they let you see them. Government the plan, but the people now they know they let us see them.
Which people?
The people where government put, make them execute some of the plan when it get. There is Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs. If you know the budget where they go there every year, humanitarian affairs, ministry dey there where government say, this ministry, matter will be like this. Now go dey handle am. Now go provide food, now go provide shelter, now provide logistics for people where they displaced by flood, by wind, by drought, etc. So not be only flood, even dry season, even sun, they drive people. But transparency in governance, na be our problem. We know they sincere. Now for Nigeria, you go see say even a 4 year when children will not go school, government declare say they spend billions of naira to feed the children for house. And now that one that they call school feeding program. Even in Edo here, for example, Edo they among the school states when they put as pilot state for school feeding program. When children, maybe a lot of people they chop for school. When children they feed with that money, when they declare. And government now say, do you not say this conditional cash transfer when the last government do? They really give register, say they really pay some more people. They pay some people truly. 5,000 people call the earner. Now today, if you ask, how many person na true pay? No record. How much na true give? No record. So when you dey blame government, government get plan. Government say now so it go be. We go give 5,000.
But you don't sure say wetin Prof talk. He work in one way because if he say mostly like the last administration now that the people with the aims of the particularly for presidents, they don't understand the problem of our people. That some people will say we dey make governors and presidents. It be like say they just won't go bear the name. Yes. As in they not like as they don't say you give a person finish from a school certificate now because they make it do economy. So when you are talking of gross domestic product and all this kind of thing, it will be like obojubuju for eye. Because most of these things, for instance, Nigeria, how many years we don't celebrate now? Other countries, even look Rwanda, for instance, we even finish from war. In less than how many this thing. But when we say we'll be giants of Africa, you see that when it comes to the kind of people they come from our leaders, man. Rwanda don't talk of roads again. You know, talk of bridges again. You know, talk of all those kinds of small kekebu things.
See, make I quickly just let me I just add this, maybe before you take it off. When I talk of transparency just now, sincere heart, now they take the work for government. For news today, I read our governor for Edo. He said, make citizens beg federal government, make them let in fix federal road. Now,
he too still right for another place. Say, this is federal road. Bear with me.
You wait now. Make we beg federal government, make a war for federal road. No, not be so. We not go beg. Or governor, sir, go and concentrate on state roads, which are your roads. Okuro, for example, is not federal road. Come and fix it. Then we will declare for you. What are you doing with federal road? Leave federal road alone and face state roads.
Prof, get what you want to that.
Well, you see, the like I said earlier on, the problem of this country, it's so many. The major one way we get that always linked to one another. Some of us believe, say, for us to have peace, justice must be in place. If we kill justice, forget about peace, forget about development. The rule of law, where our president say it is one of the 8-point agenda. Make him talk am, make him do am. Make we see how it go be.
He say they open to correction, abi? He say they open to correction. He they open to there say he no be leader only.
You see, in other countries, in some other countries where we go talk, say, na bad country, people suppose not to use them as example. Person rape someone, they catch the person, in less than 1 week, they don't kill the person.
That's in Afghanistan.
Huh? That is rape. How much more you now carry person? You say you want to can do ritual. You kill him. You stab the person. You get one with them, they report. The way they report for social media. Now social media will read them. They say it happened for Ogige. One boy of 24 years old. They say he stabbed the. No be so.
Yes.
They say he stabbed the girlfriend. They say now ritual. Whether now ritual or no ritual. When they investigate them, you know that it's supposed not to take time. You see that kind of person, in less than 2 weeks, you don't dispense the judgment. But you carry such person, put them for somewhere.
Make us go back to that question. We should say most of these are leaders. They actually, you know, so say gap between them and the people, which people they go through. Even I say when we talk about poverty or people they hungry, even I say they do the eye, ribi. They don't believe. I'm not saying they believe the truth.
My brother, it's all based on hypocrisy. Not be one village they come from. Not be from one village they come. The senators where they this state, for instance, not be from one village they bought them. President, not be from one village they come from. There is no way they will tell us say they don't know the kind of problem where people they get. The kind of suffering where people they pass through. Because even if we know, if they want to assume that, if our senators or governor or anyone, the local government chairman, pass through any of the roads, and you see how bad the road is, nobody needs to tell you, say, you need to fix this road. That is one. If you go to the interior, you know, they tell people, not be say we they scare one another. You as you day here, my brother, if you go back to your village, may God no let us see problem. Situation condition is pushing people gradually to the extreme end. By the time the people won't fight back, it may be something that all of us will not be safe. Because as you day here, personally, person ask you now, you have your own thing where you they say, God, do this thing for me. Not be so. But when you get back to your village and you say, I don't come home, they will say one of them has come. Not be so. They will come and take money from you. Now, so that is how we are not safe. Nobody is safe. But they have councillors, they have chairmen, local government chairmen, they have House of Assembly members, they have House of Rep members, we have senators who are supposed to be carrying all these observations to the president. And those that will carry the observation to the president, when they give them money, does the money get down? There is no senator who no go talk say he get constituency project. We don't hear of some way they say they construct a water tank. Before they leave there, as they come out, that's how the water tank they collapse. The constituency project. Okay. That is how it be from one level to another. You know, I tell people, assuming Satan get opportunity to turn to human being like us. He come Nigeria today. He go learn work from Nigerians.
Satan go learn work from Nigerians.
Satan go learn work from Nigerians.
Okay, Richard,
to tell you how wicked we are.
Time don't go when we point at this program. When we talk just now, full security and the security itself of life. Yes. Now they work together.
Siamese twins.
Okay. Now say me will not take. Me will not begin the. But it remains small now. He could don't do 100 days in office.
Yes.
Okay. When he just come, he put appoint service chiefs. Abi?
Yes.
The service chiefs don't stay like almost a month or two before they even come bring all these ministers.
Yes.
Inside this one, they don't bring service chiefs now. We don't record more 340 some people they don't kill in less than 2 months for plateau, and all the people they kill so na farmers, just like we talk about talk. Yes. So when you look at the way the killings still they go, with all of this one and enter even Niger State. I mean, that time, is it that even we get the super to Kano, abi government don't talk to another thing. So they don't confuse all those or they fight all those boys when we see all those things. Abi what happen? Because right now, full security now, it go down on the increase because those people for that all those states, nothing they go far.
Yes. Well, I not be military person. But me no say government get work when they supposed to. And the work be say government, you see, government must sometimes be brutal. You know, government has to be brutal. That be government, that be power. Power must be exercised, otherwise it becomes powerless. If you get power, you don't use them. Now you are a powerless being. It be like a piece of stone. If you kick and where you kick and reach, now there go day. Government not supposed to be like that. Government is supposed to respond to the exigencies of the moment. Waiting they happen now, government will say, now like this I want to come. If government, that is why one of the gains of a military regime, one of the many gains, is that a military regime, if they face issues frontally, if you come, I chop it off. No, I say one of the gains. I know they recommend them. And take
but for democracy's sake,
no,
right now,
we compare forms of government. For school, we teach them.
Yes.
Military regime.
Yes.
Advantages and disadvantages.
Okay.
Yes. For the last 27 years now, thereabout, government of Nigeria has not been able to create any state or local government. Only a military regime can do it. If you like, go and hit your head. So government, that's how government functions, really. In a democracy, we're supposed to see it like that. They will sit down, agree, say, see state where we want court, see what we want to do. But here, because now democracy, you go see a military man, you go carry walking stick, go meet president. When they don't finish, then they share tea and they share bread. What are you doing? You know, like when Buhari was Buhari in 1983, and the Jagmo was the Jagmo, he said, only, sorry, just a quotation that he said. He said, only a foolish man will smile when you slap him. You see, only a foolish man will smile when you slap him, no matter how he be. Right? So he said, what think they cost your smile? That time, what think they cost your smile? Are you receiving your salary? Once you get your salary, put it for your pocket, come on for there. Stop smiling. And so, what do you take that one mean? It is time for action. I know, Super Tucano, when we don't talk about it the last 2-3 years, they don't go pack them, perhaps. You don't see them. You don't ever hear them. You don't ever hear say they use them. Now for Nigeria, you go see say military will go rescue people on the way. They go say they take catapult shoot plane and the plane fall. In other words, no stay at us. They will bring down military helicopter, military plane and kill soldiers. When it won't end. So people they fear. They say who they pray for. Life not better for them. How about the person where they just cause?
Time not the problem. Just sign off.
Well, our people for us, the peace of this society, it our handle. Make we they do the best thing. Everywhere we find ourselves. Do everything that will make sure that we get peace. Be just, be fair, and be patriotic, because this Nigeria belongs to all of us.
Well, now here, our brother Aisha just now in a teacher for school and for government. They teach different subjects, advantages and disadvantages of different government, and they teach military regime and they teach democracy. So now that advantage, now they try to explain to in a teacher for school. So don't be say they advocate for say military regime, na good thing. That so that will make them clear. As a teacher, they say for school, I teach also subjects with IT. So for this program, we know they talk about say military regime good in any way, so that I will clear the air on that one. Of course, you know, say democracy in every day, and we're going to see how democracy go do always better. I salute to Nawete in the journals this evening, or fortunately for today, 2 of them, they be very strong academic. Not be so? Yeah, 2 of them, you know, na very senior professor, in fact, na scientist, and this one are economist. And 2 of them that will come here today, come discuss issue. Prof, I salute you because
thank you very much.
He too, now be the deputy vice chancellor for Kama Corpus of the University of Benin, and they did very humble to come studio, come discuss issues. So we salute you again for your humility and how you take the respond to issues when they come.
Thank you very much.
Until next week again, when we'll see for the program. God bless Nigeria.